guys, welcome to another episode of Cosplay Cave. I am your host, Rosie Stormborn, with my dirty glasses and my craziness. And today I have two amazing guests with me, the lovely Bloody, how do you pronounce it?
Bloodyhoshi.
Hoshi?
As you wish.
Bloodyhoshi!
You know.
And Czechmate Cosplay. So, girls, what are you working on today?
My tea wig from Beanduck basically, and a bit of like her accessories because I bought a costume and I just want to make accessories to make it more like the real one, basically.
It was like the
More
costume
accurate.
we bought was a bit like,
Yeah.
because like sometimes when I buy my costumes, I like have to like tweak it,
Yeah.
like just like take it in places, and I end up sometimes being like, I don't really like this part of it, but I'm gonna remake maybe the gauntlets or something else. How did you find it? Like when you got it?
It was pretty good actually. Like the quality is fine, the fitting is fine. It's just like some accessories that are missing. So I'm just like adding to it basically.
You also had a skirt and you put a petticoat under it, and I thought that made the whole difference.
Yeah.
Like it didn't come with it.
was
'cause it's just that
sad.
thin.
So
kind
it's
of
just like flat. It's just
yeah,
like,
it feels like a flat skirt, and
I was
then when you put that little
deflated.
petticoat under it, it was like, oh, this is way better. Like
it like gives it life.
Yeah, it
Yes.
does. So those are cute.
And what are you working on?
I'm working. I did Peter Pan like a few months back, but it wasn't finished because I didn't have the time to finish it, and I'm trying to get it done for the next con, like Otakuton, basically. So I'm trying to get it done and finish all the details that I didn't have the time to do, like 3 months ago, basically. Tears.
Sad.
So is this the
crunch.
same costume you wore last time, but
I wore this one at Geek It.
okay.
And back in March, but I wore like the basic of it. Like I made the tunic that's here, but it's not finished completely. Like the lining inside is like trash basically because I haven't had the time to finish it.
It looks pretty good though. Like
Thank you.
it's not like
This small little like shirt, Peter Pan shirt made of tweed.
Yeah.
And yeah, so the bottom's not done. I started making shoes for it.
cute.
Like little shoes, and
gosh.
I didn't have the time to finish them, so I was like,
They
today's
even
the
have like
day.
a little pointy tip.
Yeah, I made like little like elf kind of pony shoe, like pointy shoes. So I thought that's what he would have.
I like that. Mokomo, hello. Welcome. Hi. So did you put like a sole or something underneath? Like what is your foot
Yeah.
resting on in the shoe? I'm really
So
curious.
those are like, they were flats from Ardennes, basically, that I took the sole out, like completely ripped the shoes. They were his mom's shoes.
Oh my gosh.
And she was
yes.
like, I don't use these shoes anymore, so do you want them? And I was like, perfect, I don't need to buy them because cosplay is expensive. So I was like, I'll just make shoes. So I took the sole and I separated the plastic rubber thingy.
So you could put it underneath.
So I can put it underneath. So the sole that's for the foot is inside and this one's gonna go under so it doesn't ruin the shoes basically, and I can wear it longer basically.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm hoping it will work and working on.
That's freaking awesome. I always wondered how people like made their own shoes. I like never thought about like actually taking apart an old shoe.
I don't know if like most people do it that way, but I don't know. It came at a 3 a.m. kind of like genius, like bright light. I was like, oh, I should like destroy shoes and make new shoes with them.
Out of
Can I
foam
tear
it's
these apart?
easier.
Yeah,
but-
to film it.
Yeah, because that's what I've seen some people do is they'll make the sole out of like foam.
Yeah.
But I feel like that doesn't last very long because it's just foam. I'm not sure. Anybody in chat, if you guys have made shoes, please let us know.
It depends what you do with them. I find like Warbler holds well, but like
Yeah.
I made some shoes with Warbler pieces on it, and then like depending on what material the shoes is made with, like it would just pop out because the glue wouldn't stick as much to
Yeah.
it. So I would walk, and then at some point I was just like walking, and all my pieces were like little ducklings behind me. They were just like gone. I was like, shit.
My heart would break. I'd be like, no, my shoes.
Yeah.
But that's super funny because Warbler was actually made to make shoes.
Was
Like-
it really?
Yeah, like they used to use it to fix like shoes. Like that's why like shoe people used to like shoe. What do you
The
call
shoe
them?
people.
The shoe people, the people who fix shoes, people. What are they called?
Cobblers?
Cobblers.
Cobblers.
Yes,
Okay.
they
Yes.
had like thermoplastics to repair
Yeah,
shoes.
really.
And I was like, wow, okay. Because I always wondered, like, how did we start using Worbla for cosplay? Like, who did this? Who discovered this random material and was like, I can use this to make armor.
Thank you, by the way.
Thanks.
Wherever it was.
We appreciate it. Like, anyone documentarian in history of cosplay, tell us.
It's like, I mean, the first time I used it, I was like, I have no idea what it is, basically. So it's kind of a big of a trial and error that you're playing with Worbla. But the more you're working with it, you're like, this is some magical, pasty, like, yeah.
Smelly.
Oh, yeah.
Like, as soon as I heated up Worbla for the first time, I was like, what is the smell? And are my parents going to kill me?
Outside of the fact that I probably burnt my first ever Worbla that I used, it's just like,
you heated it
kept
too
on,
long?
yeah, just kept on heating it, it's bubbling, and I'm like, oh, it looks ready.
Yeah, this is
like,
fine. And you touch it, you're like, ah.
Yeah.
Like, no heat gloves.
Nah, I still don't use heat gloves. I'm terrible for that. I'm just kind of like,
Like, I was always like a yes or no with them. I never really knew what to do, like if I should or shouldn't. Now I got them, like I bought a heat gun that came with the gloves.
Fancy.
So I was like, well, I have them. I might as well. I lost one though. So I'm there with like one glove yes, one glove no, like.
Just the one you're holding the gun with, you're like, I'll just
exactly.
kind of scoop with.
But but then I found foam clay. And I found foam, basically, so I just used that. I do have some Worbla, like here. I haven't used it for anything in literally a year.
I like the black one a lot better than the regular one because I find the shapes better. Like, this one.
Boop-a-da-boo. Yeah. It's really good for like detailing and stuff. Like, even if you melt it down and like want to like make stuff with it, kind of like I did with the foam clay, but then I'm like, I'm just gonna use foam clay.
It's lighter.
And it's lighter, it's like easier to work with, like I can shape it into whatever.
It dries fast though, that's the only thing that
You found?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I was like, this is fine.
Because you had some issues with it, right, last year?
Because I needed like a lot of work on some piece, but it was like always getting too too dry for me to like really work what I wanted. I was like, is there a way of making it like not dry that fast?
Maybe like if you just have to keep playing with it.
Keep it warm.
I never noticed because I used to use Model Magic before this and it's so much worse.
Yeah.
It was worse. This is it's better, but
with Model Magic I found like adding water was
oh yeah, true.
Yeah, the
this
trick.
One too, a bit of water was good.
It was good for that too. I added a bit of water.
That
and it was
condensation.
Yum. Yummy.
Maybe it's the temperature it's stored at too.
Yeah.
Like I'm not sure.
How humid it is, like how hot or cold it is, and like when we're playing with it, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like it because it's a lot lighter. Because I remember the good old days where I used to like clay to shape details, and your thing would weigh like 20 pounds because it's just like clay details, and you're like.
You used to actually do that?
Not anymore, but like back in the days, you know, when you started and you're like, I don't really know anything about cosplay.
So I'm gonna use normal clay. Like that never
normal
dawned
clay.
on me. Because I was like, I feel like it's harder to shape. Like as soon as you go like draw something or use a pen of some sort, it like keeps like an awkward.
Yeah, like a little
chops.
But there's ways of like making it disappear. But I studied art, so that's like I was working with this often. So when I started cosplaying, I was like, hey, I can use that technique. But then it's like so heavy and it's like harder to work with.
Yeah.
So I was like,
it's so heavy.
Not.
That was my main issues. Like I would have props and armors that would weigh like 25 pounds.
It's easy
just,
to
like,
break.
Clays, and you're like, yeah, and it's super easy to break because it's clay. So as soon as it dries, like it's super fragile.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of the baked clays, like stuff like that.
Yeah. I remember my
Honky Kong, I think someone is saying, I'm proud of my kid.
Yay!
He's our con dad.
Yes.
I was like, real dad or con dad?
He says he's not, but he is.
He refuses to acknowledge it, but we all agree that he is our con dad.
Don't call me that. Hello, Con Papa.
I call him Papa.
So nice to meet you.
He drove us to YetiCon.
Oh, is he also from Montreal?
He's
From Quebec.
Okay.
City.
So he picked you guys up. And
Picked us up and
then
drove
we
us
had
all
another
the
That's like
way.
10 hours of driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a trooper, and he drove the whole time. We were like, do you want us to drive? He's like, no, I got this.
We were all drunk. He was like, keep it down, kids.
I'm not sure I like Con Papa either. I mean, every now and then we just switch it up to keep it interesting. It's like Ben. He's Beanduck Daddy and Beanduck Papa. He got used to it though. He's
Soon it's Papi.
Oh. Oh, don't jinx it.
But yeah, like I forgot what we were even talking
We were
about.
talking about like using Play-Doh on your
Yeah,
cosplays.
oh God.
Hilarious.
I mean, I remember my first big prop that I made. I made Lady Loki,
Ooh.
and I did the whole like horns and like helmet thingy, and it was like I decided I wanted to be like huge and real like the comic was, so they were like really long and huge, but like I didn't know how to make that, and that thing was weighing so like it was so heavy that by the end of the Comic-Con that year I had like bruises on my forehead because it was so
it's too
heavy.
much.
So for a week I had like purple and black like dots all over my forehead because it was so heavy.
I feel like that's where my demon horns grew. Basically.
Yeah, this is where they spawn when you guys are not looking. But yeah, like it was just like, everyone's like, are you okay? And I was like, it hurts, fine, just don't worry about it.
How long did you wear the costume
I
for?
wore it just like one day, like one Saturday.
Yeah.
And just like, it was like, because I bolted the horns to the headband. So there was like two big bolts that were holding
So that's
it.
digging into your
Yeah,
skin.
so that was like digging right into my forehead. And I was just like, as I'm like the day was going on, I was like, oh God, this is such a bad idea.
This is not going good.
I was like, I have so many regrets.
It always happens. You have like, cosplay is like a learning process.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, like, I remember the first time I used Warbler, it came out like, the sword looks fine, but looking at it now, my technique was like so pathetic.
I feel.
But people see it and they're like, wow, you made this yourself, that's awesome. And I'm like, no.
No, it's not, just now.
It's not my best work, not very proud of it.
I'm like, I feel most cosplayers are like that, but we're like our worst critique.
We really are.
Like people are like, but it looks good, and like, no, it looks
Listen,
terrible.
Like you don't understand. Right here, there's a small dot that you can't see, but I know it's there.
Therefore,
Damn
it's
it.
terrible. Yeah.
Stop telling me I'm good.
Yeah. It makes me so angry sometimes. It's like, but it looks good. And I'm like, not to my level.
Sometimes I hate my cosplay so much. I'm like, no, you can tell me it's shit.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's amazing. Tell
Like,
me
no,
it's
please.
shit. That's what I want to hear.
Just tell me it's bad.
Yeah, no, it's, but I mean, I think that's what keeps me going, because I want each, like I want every next one to be better than the previous one, so it's always like that. I'll be like, okay, so this one I thought it was decent, now it needs to be better.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, not only are you learning, but you're trying to like make everything better.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I was about to say I've never made the same mistake twice, and then I was
It's a
like,
lie.
yes, yeah.
I would love to say that I learned from my mistake, but more than once on a con crunch, I was like, this will do.
Oh my
It's 3
god.
a.m., you haven't slept in a week because you're trying.
Anime North, you mean?
Yeah,
Oh god,
Anime
this
North.
year?
Yeah.
Tell us the story.
I think
Tell us.
in 7 days, I think I slept 45 minutes.
Stop.
And I'm not even kidding, like
Were
it's
you going
actually
through like
true.
psychotic episodes?
I was working because basically my work, like 3 people quit it at the same time, and I'm one of the managers there. So I was working 7 days a week, and I needed to be there between 10 to 12 hours a day. And then when I was finishing, I was going to this place, and then I was working on my costume for Anime North, and I would take naps, like little 15, 10-minute naps, and I would just be like, okay, I'm good to go. Like, let's go back to like working. So we would work until like 4 or 5 a.m., and I would need to get up at 5:30 to go to work to be there at 6. So it's just kind of like, we did that for like a
Cycle.
week. I think
Yeah.
I was
Oh my
boarding at your
gosh.
place. It's just like,
I was working like night shifts
Yeah.
at that time, so it was like terrible for me too because I had like no time. And we
Yeah.
were like, we decided on that costume super late. Also,
yeah,
it was like
3 weeks before Anime North.
And
And
we-
we're like, we should make this. And we're like, yes.
and we had like nothing yet.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks before, we still had like nothing
Yeah.
started. So it was like really last minute, and then we're like on top of that, what about we make the masquerade?
What about we do the masquerade at Anime North with these last minute costumes?
Yeah.
As long as you guys are like motivated and in the end it gets done, like.
We recorded our skit in my car because we couldn't yell in the house at like 2 a.m.
Something like that.
3
After
days
like
before,
a walk in the park with our costume half on.
to weather it,
like,
you know?
Oh my
It
god.
was really weird.
How did you weather it? Like, did you start rubbing yourself on
I have
the
a
ground?
video of him wearing his big cape and he's just running down the street and it's
Naruto
dragging
run.
on the floor. No, he was just Naruto running like down the street
God.
at 3 a.m.
And the cape like hits the ground?
Yeah, so it's just like
Yeah, because
rubbing
it was
on
raining and all. It was terrible.
the. It was like.
Oh god.
Like
Savages.
all our good decisions are made late at night in a Starbucks like parking lot.
I feel like I can relate to that.
It was like, we should make this costume, sip coffee. Yeah, that's a great idea. We both don't have the time to do it, but let's do it anyway.
I mean, it's like, it's that triumphant feeling at the end when you finally get it done.
We were leaving at what, around noon, I think, on a Thursday for Anime North, and at 7, 8 a.m., I was still crafting shit for my costume.
Like, always.
I was like, oh God, before we leave, I need to finish this.
I
Making a
stopped
belt.
making it.
Yeah,
I
you
was
just
like,
gave up. You were like,
I was like, you know what? That's what the judges will get.
To be fair, I finished, I did Kirishima from My Hero Academia, but we did the fantasy versions that they have in one of the endings, basically. And he's wearing like a butt cape. And
A butt cape?
A butt cape. I don't know what the real term. Me too. I'm trying not to panic for Takuthon.
Mokomo!
I hear you. But yeah, so he's wearing like I don't know what the actual term for a butt cape is, but I love calling it that.
Is it like part of a tuxedo?
It's like, I don't know, because it's usually wear with the belt. It's like a cape, but for your pants and butts.
It's a butt cape.
It's a butt cape.
It's just a butt cape.
And he has it kind of like ripped and stuff, and we were in the hotel room like the Friday night, and I'm like dabbing paint on it, and he ripped the holes in it, and I was just like, yeah, I'm dabbing some paint on it, crying, just like, oh God.
I was not stressed at that point. I was like,
Yeah,
you
you
know,
were
I
like-
gave up.
You were like, yeah, I gave. You weren't stressed. You were stressed when we sat down in the green room.
Yes, that's when I was
That's when
like,
it hits
oh
you.
shit.
Yeah.
That's when it finally
Now
hits
it's
you.
real.
And it was our first masquerade together, so it was a bit nerve-wracking.
For me, it was my first ever, so I was like,
I did it like
That's
back
a
in the
stressful
days
feeling.
because I'm old, so like I'm like Comic-Con is just like
You're not old.
I'm old.
I love when people say they're old,
I'm
especially in
close
the
to death
cosplay
by now.
community. We're getting closer and closer
Yeah,
every day. aren't
closer
we?
to death.
And cosplay is helping. Yes.
It is.
Guys, just make sure that you're sleeping enough. Oh,
Sleep
God.
and stay hydrated.
Still staffing the masquerade this year. Am I seeing any of you guys there, Mokomo? I will not be there. That's for Otakuthon, right?
We are.
probably.
We're hopefully this right here is
Part of
hopefully
it.
part of it, if it all goes well.
It's like I admire anyone who does that, because it's like it's a next level of like your cosplay commitment. You just spend so much of your day
Yeah.
there. Like, and I want to enjoy the convention, so I never like take part in masquerades because I'd be stuck in the green room. Like from what I hear from other people's experiences, a lot of the days spent. Well, Takuthon, I think you need to like line up.
They're changing things around this year. From what I've read, is that you get green room appointments, so you don't need to spend like 5 hours in the green room. So they're like, be there at this time. It takes like half an hour judging, and then you can go on until the
That's
masquerade starts again.
It's also, I don't think it was like well made though, because like
Thanks, Dad.
most cons will do pre-inscriptions, but
Yeah.
it doesn't like make you a safe place. So you still need to line up, because like some people cannot be at their house at like Saturday 5 p.m. and like open their computers to like register right away. Like we couldn't do it, so now we're gonna have to line up and hopefully have a place.
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah, so
that
like
was-
we're not sure about masquerade because of the lining and everything.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
It's a huge commitment.
It's all, yeah, that was the thing. Like, I kind of missed the when the opening slots were for Otakuthon, and then I thought it was I didn't see anything about it. So when I went back and I checked, and it was like, oh, it's all full, and I was like, when did that happen? I was like, damn it, when did that happen? So I was like, oh, I guess we'll just have to go line up and cross fingers we get some space.
I never knew about the lineup until this year.
Yeah.
Because I was lining up for my Otakuthon badge because I was one of those people who didn't get sent to my house and waited 3 hours and a half in line.
Oh,
literally.
that was horrible last year.
And I saw another line, and people were like, "No, that's the masquerade line." I'm like, "Wait, what? Those people have to wait in a line
to register?" Yeah.
And
I mean,
they're
that
like,
was fine though, because like we went there in PG at like 7 a.m. and then we waited, and then after like 1 hour we were done for the day, and we just went back to the room and just like.
It was starting at 9, I think, at Anime North, something like that, and we showed up at like 7:30 in our PJs. We just walked from the hotel, like just hello, we're here. Sat down, just gave our stuff.
Like I went for Starbucks, went back like with here, and just like.
What hotel were you guys staying at?
It was the Delta, I think.
Was it the or the Crown?
But it was close by.
It was the one across the bridge.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name, so we needed to cross the kind of the overpass. The one you need to go up that little hill that everyone just dies every year. I don't remember the name. It's either the Delta or the Crown.
Up the hill. Up the hill.
Yeah, it's like you cross the parking lot, and then there's like that little hill that you're not supposed to go up, but everyone does.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about, like closer to Rene Levesque.
No, at Anime North in Toronto.
Anime North!
It's like, wait, where are we?
Okay,
no, at Anime
this
North.
all makes sense now. Yes, across the overpass, there's more hotels.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
There. Close to, I think is it a Boston Pizza or something like that?
Yes, it's like one of the only sit-down restaurants like on the other side. Yes.
It's the only place you can get actual food for like
Ding,
3
ding,
days.
ding. It all makes sense now.
So you know that little hill that you just like have to claw your way up, basically?
It's like the one on the right.
Yeah, exactly, there.
And everybody, like, you have to jump a bit of a fence.
Yeah, exactly there.
Can relate, have done that before. Because part of the convention was in that building, like in that hotel.
Yeah, they're separating like through all the buildings, like, and I know they had some stuff. The doll thing.
Dalton.
Yeah, it was happening at the basement.
Yeah.
Like the doll.
Oh, the doll con. Yes, that was that one. That's what I went to.
It was happening in the basement, I think, of our hotel. So yeah, and it was just like, so we just like 6 a.m. got up, PJs, just like walk up that little hill and just like, let's go. But it was like, it was fun. I like doing masquerade. I'm a theater kid, so I'm just kind of like, this is fun.
The skits are like the fun parts.
Yeah, I like.
Probably for you, it's like the best part.
Yeah, I mean, I panicked this year for some reason, like completely freaked out.
Yeah.
And I ruined our skit. Like I'll admit it was my fault.
Alyssa and Yan, my babes. Do you know who he is?
Yes, we know.
Yeah.
The internet sign-ups were not announced. The Advanced Much Masquerade director was a bit flooded, St. Matt's.
Oh, that is fair.
Oh, literally flooded.
Literally flooded.
Oh.
Yeah, like that was the thing that like I thought was a bit sad because we wanted to register so badly, and then when we finally saw it was too late already. But I guess it's the first come first served like placement, you know. So I mean, it's all fair game basically.
Yeah, but yeah, like they might improve like next year.
Yeah, and I think that was the first time they were trying that out too this year, so it can only get better.
I'm excited. Yeah, no, last year I was super annoyed about waiting 3 hours and a half in line. But I was like, the simple solution to this issue is pay $10.
Yep.
And have it shipped to you.
I did that this year. I was just like not waiting 4 hours again.
I did last year, and it was magical.
Yeah. I feel bad, but at the same time, you know, you're watching all these people lining up, and you're just kind of like.
I was like messaging you on like Friday. I was like, I'm enjoying the con, and
I was like, I'm stuck in line
for like.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I wish you good luck on getting one of the remaining spots. Hope the system works in your favor.
Thank you. I really hope it works. We'll line up early.
Helpful. Yeah, lining up early, like making sure it all goes good.
We'll be there.
We don't have much planned for this con, so like we're probably gonna be like early in line and stuff.
We're waiting to see if we registered for a panel, so we're waiting to see if that's gonna if it's a yes or no.
not.
They haven't recontacted for panels yet?
Not yet.
They kind of did, but it wasn't like clear. It was saying basically like not everyone will be accepted, but we're gonna come back to you for like your panel, and we're like,
that's like no, that's like just letting everyone know like we are aware this isn't done yet. It's like damage control kind of thing.
Yeah,
right?
I messaged them
we got
last week. I think I messaged them and I was like, hey, where's the panel thing at? And they were like, we're still figuring out the schedule. So I was like, that's fair.
Yeah.
It's just like sometimes. Like for cosplayers, I think it's good to know because we're trying to plan our lineup, but depending where a panel is, it's kind of like, I'm like, I don't want to change 3 times in my day, depending on the panel that we're having.
And like if it's Saturday and we want to do the masquerade and it's at the same time, it's like, so we don't know yet.
If you mention your masquerade in the panel registration, then it should be accommodated.
Okay, so
we did.
Should be good.
So it should be good.
It's like when I signed up because for Beanduck we had our cosplay cave live.
Nice.
And then I also had another panel aside, just as myself with some friends. And I was like, I'm also doing this panel just as long as they're not at the same time.
Please.
We're good. Just place it whenever. It's my only restriction. And then they put them literally one right after the other. Which is fine. It gave me a bit of a break, but at least they're like, okay, you'll be there on that day and you can enjoy the rest. So that was fun.
Well, that's good. You have business on one day and then the rest is just fun and enjoying it.
Well, we did our little videotape. So the videos that we were filming and the cosplayers that we interviewed, and the cosplayers that we interviewed at Montreal Comic Con, stay tuned. We will have a video very soon. Our team is awesome and they edited the video. We're just going through it one last time and then we'll have it up soon. So you guys will get to see all the buffoonery I did and all the lovely people I spoke to during Montreal Comic Con. Please don't judge me. God, please don't. Awesome. And on that note also, don't forget that same as every week, we have our discount code ARTABEAN active again on the Art of Wigs Canada website. So thanks so much to our sponsor again. We've got it again. So it'll be active until tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure to use it while you can. And if you guys are just tuning in for the first time, it takes $10 off your $50 purchase. So if you want to buy wigs or books or this clay foam or
do we need something?
Normal foam or wig heads.
It's like taking this down. No.
Wigs. Good wigs, not this poopy one. You can do all that and you can use our discount code. Again, ARTABEAN. And that'll give you $10 off your $50 purchase.
I know what I'm doing when I get home.
You're like, yes.
I'm like, wigs, yes.
Like I used it once to buy this and some foam. Then I was like, what wigs do I need? And I don't need any. So I was like, I'm not gonna buy it. Bad Rosie. Like sometimes I'll just buy wigs.
Yeah, I can relate.
And I don't end up using them. And like, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't have the space.
I'm just creating my self needs. Like most of the time, like now, Arda had a booth at Montreal Comic Con. And I'm just passing by and I'm like, I don't need anything, but what if I buy this wig for this cosplay that I might do in like a year? So I'm just like...
That was me and my Daenerys wig that I bought. I didn't buy from Arda. I had bought it before we were ever sponsored, so. But I had bought it and was like, I don't know when I'll do this.
But I have it.
But eventually. So I'd already kind of shot myself in the foot with that. So I was like, okay, I need to prioritize based on tools I already have, already bought. Like I just bought a bunch of foam. So let me try to use it. So that's how I'm kind of like doing my cosplays right now. But for Otaku-don, like a lot of people ask me in Montreal, like, what are you wearing at Otaku-don? And I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like maybe just casual with a wig and stuff. Like, I don't know. And
I get that often now, and it's like, what are you wearing out at Otaku-thon? I'm like, oh God, I don't know.
I feel like people expect my lineups like 3 years before I go to con, and I'm like, I don't know. I'll know like the day before or
What are you
something.
wearing? You're just like,
I don't know.
I don't know yet.
I'm the
like,
kind of person who posts their lineup like the night of on a Friday. It's like, hey, by the way, I'm already at the con, but this is my lineup if you're looking for me.
I remember doing it like the Wednesday of the week. Like,
Yeah.
I would know which projects are hopeless.
By now,
And I
you're like,
can't
I know
wear
which one.
them,
I'm
you know?
just, they're dead. Like, just kill it,
Like, this is
basically.
Yeah.
This is not gonna happen. Ooh, my glue finally heated up.
Yeah.
Great. Actually, I'm gonna just grab my reference photos.
What are you working on?
I'm making the little accessories for the Chibi Moon
Oh,
wig that I have.
nice.
So I'm
Sailor Moon is definitely. I did some Sailor Moon, but I would like to do it again.
It's just like so much fun. It's
I
like
know.
living my childhood dream.
It is. It's good going back to some like older like. I found myself that I'm going back a lot to like older kind of like anime, like my
Same.
childhood
Yeah,
things.
pretty much what we're doing.
Yeah.
These.
I'm
Like
like dying to do Inuyasha and Kagome.
yes.
Like I want that in my life.
I want to do Koga. I'm like that fur little skirt is just.
Yep.
I'm like yes. Like I want to do. I've been dreaming for like years now of doing Gundam Wing. That's my like.
But who?
Dio Maxwell. That's my boy. That long braid.
I want to do like Zack.
Yeah, you want to do Zack. Just rock
He's
that
just
blonde
fab.
hair. So fabulous.
I could totally do
It's
Next
there's so
attack.
many-
Next attack.
Next attack gone maybe. I don't
We
know.
have like so many projects,
We
but like
do.
we're really concentrating on them like one at a time now because like it was crazy.
Yeah.
And we just like, nah, we're gonna take our time and make it like so we really like them.
Like
Yeah.
in the past few months, we've been buying a bit more cosplays than making them, but the ones we're concentrating on are, I find, better qualities. So we're really, it's counterbalancing, you know, like I'm happy with the result that I'm making.
Yeah.
I'm like,
And
I'm making
that's what
less,
matters.
but this one I'm not 100% because I'm never happy with anything, but like this one I'm happier with it. You know, I'm looking at it and I'm like, I had time to finish it. It looks good. You know, like I'm happy with this. As
Yeah. You're not bringing like a half
Yeah.
assed product.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, because like sometimes I would wear something to a convention and I'm like, I know it's not
Yeah.
to my standards, or like I know this piece is not holding together so well.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like stressed the whole day, like, oh my god, is this gonna fall off?
You just keep on checking it every 30 seconds.
Yeah,
You're like, is
you're
it
like,
still on?
oh.
Is it still
Me before going on stage at Anime North.
No!
Like, yes, like my straps were holding by like just a pin. Cause like one of the judges like wanted to see my strap, but like he ripped it.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was like terrifying. One of the judges for the masquerade at Anime North wanted to look at his costume, but they pulled on it, so one of the straps just like kind of snapped.
Did they realize?
I don't think they did.
I don't know.
Oh,
I
they
was
might
like,
have realized and not said anything.
No one said anything. Everyone just was kind of like,
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna act like it's cool, you know, like just placing it so I don't have like a boob showing, you know, it's fine. Everything is fine.
And inside you're like,
It's like that little scream in your head, just like, oh God.
But I fixed it.
high pitched scream.
I fixed it. Now
Fixed
I'm
it.
good.
Yeah, I'm the one who just effed up on stage.
But
That
did
was
you
my mistake.
fix it before you went on stage, or you mean you fixed it after?
After, because before stage I had like nothing, so I was like just hoping that no boobs would show while on stage.
God, what would you have done if you totally like just
Just-
exposed yourself?
I was like really exposed. I really had like just two straps pressing, and that's everything it was covering. And one of the strap was like gone.
Basically,
So I was
yeah.
like,
It was like
pinning
loose.
it.
Yeah, if you were moving too much, like, because you're just straps that are holding like this, and then the titties are kind of like stuck on the side, basically, and like just straps are holding them, and basically there's only two buttons in the back that are like tying up the straps.
God
And
bless those
Well,
buttons holding it all
God
together.
I
Yeah,
sew
the
them
buttons
very
were like
nicely.
nice and all, but like the fur, I didn't like clipped it fine, so it just ripped. And like the fur on top was basically like holding
Yeah.
the cape and everything. That was like more coverage.
Yeah.
So I was like sometimes moving and I would like, ugh.
You're like, oh God.
I was was like,
This is PG-13.
yeah, that was sad. Sad moment, but we did it.
But we did it.
Oh my god.
We survived.
We survived. We even won a prize at Anime North.
Yay!
Yay!
What'd you guys win?
We won the Arta prize for
Yeah.
best wig and makeup
Oh,
at Anime
nice.
North. So
So at least the wig and the makeup.
Yeah.
was good.
I think it was the best experience ever. We had almost more fun at the awards.
At the awards
Then we
at the
did this-
masquerade.
Why? How so?
We dressed up as Sasuke and Naruto. So it was like we were your ultimate like trash anime.
The entire
that
day was crazy. Like so many people were
It was
approaching us.
insane.
and-
We were like, oh, we're gonna wear like Sasuke and Naruto. Like the Naruto fandom is kind of dead. Like we're on a Sunday, it's gonna be fine.
No, you see, that's what you think.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. I was like, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be cozy. No one's gonna bother us. We stepped 1 foot out and it was gone. It was just like he went before me. He was gone and. His Sasuke was just like getting run at by his fangirls. They were like, oh my god, Sasuke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
that
like, yeah,
would
I'm
be
meeting
me.
you in like 55 minutes because
Yeah.
I'm stuck in the...
Come find me.
Please help me.
The fangirls
Yeah.
found me.
I was,
Literally,
like,
that was
under a
that. I was
tree
like,
and I was
please
like-
find me. He's like, I'm under a tree. And I'm like, where? There's so many trees at
Oh
Anime
my
North.
God.
I was like, I'm
Should've
under a
got
tree.
in the tree.
I'm hiding. Please come.
And I'm looking for him and I'm like, I don't know where you are. I can't see you. And then suddenly in the distance, like so out, like so in character, just sitting in the shade, kind of just like trying to hide. It was like
Don't
so
approach
great.
me.
I was like, I need to just take a photo of this because it's so good.
Oh my god.
And then,
Yeah.
yeah.
Struggle.
And then we went like right away at the ceremony of awards
Yeah.
because like we were late because I had like
You had
to
shopped
escape,
and bought
basically.
stuff also.
yeah also
Yeah, you
so
want to
much
like
stuff.
go around, you want to like do stuff, but then when you're in costume, it's
Sundays are great because everything's on sale. And I'm like, it sucks for the artist,
what?
but I'm like, I love it. Thank
I
you.
find that happens less and less often.
That is true.
Yeah.
They found out
Right?
that we all shopped on Sundays at
Yeah,
like 3
they just
p.m. You know?
stopped. Because like I remember when I started going to conventions a while back, like that was like the norm. Sorry, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna be scratching my eyes for a while because it's super itchy, and I'm like, I don't know what this is.
Go for it.
But yeah, no, I used to notice that it was like a convention norm. Like,
Yeah.
either they would throw in stuff for you and be like, oh, you're buying that? Well, I'll throw in this,
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
And then, like, in the past, like 3 or 4 years, I haven't really had that happen to me. Except if the booth was already like a discounted booth.
Yeah.
Or if I'd already bought so much stuff from that person
They're like, please
that
take.
they're like, oh gosh, yeah, thank you so much for the support. Here, take this too. And I'm like, oh
Thank
gosh,
you.
you're so sweet. I will take that. Usually artists, or usually like
Yeah.
artist alley people.
I find the artist alley, like most of them are really nice about it.
Fly, get the frick out. Oh my god, it's not moving.
Oh wow.
Oh, it's cute.
I'm like, you know the way Snow White has birds? I have flies.
Wow.
It's like not moving. I don't know if it can fly. I don't
Dead.
think. I don't
It's
think
just
it can
like,
fly.
wow.
Actually, here, friend.
You're
Friend.
like, you can. Oh.
Oh, it can fly.
Oh, the fly
Now
can
we know
fly.
it
I just
can.
wanted to chill with you for a little bit.
Okay. You can stay right here, my friend.
Wow.
He's very confused.
Not
maybe
scared.
Maybe he sniffed a bit too much
Got to
hairspray.
be.
Yeah. You guys can get this hairspray on Artawix Canada's website. You can use our discount code Artabean for $10 off a $50 purchase. Am I right, Mr. Fly? Mr. Fly, can you tell our viewers that? Thanks.
You can become the mascot.
He just
Our new mascot.
can we change our name to Bean Fly? That makes a lot more sense. No, Bean Duck. There could be a duck that's the size of a bean. A fly the size of a bean would be pretty scary.
That would be terrifying.
We'd have some problems there.
They're not
But he's
scared
really
anymore.
cute. He's shiny. I like him. You might die soon. The fact that you're not flying away is very concerning.
That is like, I've never seen a fly just so chill about like being so
People?
close. Yeah, being so close to humans. Just like
Every now and then, the flies do that.
little.
He's planning on killing us.
Just
He's
like,
just like, I'm relaying the information to my superiors. They know. Area 51
Abort.
fly. He's gone. As soon as I said that, he flew.
He's like, they know too much.
They know too much. They will find us and they will kill us. I'm gonna stand and get my phone plug because I'm keeping my reference photo open and it's killing my battery. So I'm just gonna scoot on over here. Oh, I'm super fine. My bag is right here.
Oh, this is my real
back.
Akuma. I bought him at Montreal Comic Con. He's really cute.
Actually, no, I bought him at YetiCon.
Lies.
Why do I lie? So
Recognize that.
that's
I recognize this thing. Know that you have a whole collections of them.
Oh, it's like the one thing I always buy. My friends were joking. They're like, go in the hall, buy some cute shit. And I was like, that's all I do. I always come home with cute shit. Literally.
They're so expensive, but they're so adorable.
Like
Yeah.
each con, I get at least one.
Yeah.
And it's like the thing I do at like every con ever. It's like I need one cute thing to add to my collection.
I get like one plushie every
Yes.
auction. Yeah.
It's a must.
So many. But they're
So many.
so cute.
But so many, but at the same time, never enough.
that is, yeah.
Like,
I have a lot of plushies on my bed.
They all need to be named also.
Yeah.
yes,
I have a lot of plushies.
That's fine.
they all have names.
I swear I'm an adult.
There's no age for
Is
plushies.
the fly on my leg? Or was that the cord?
Oh,
I don't know, maybe. It flew away.
At least it's not a bee.
Where did he go?
Ben, where's the fly? Find the fly.
It's there. You just start dabbing. I'm actually gonna take out the clips because I don't know. Oh yeah, see, this is what I thought would happen. It's not working. Okay.
It did not work. I need better clips.
Because it's good. I was like, it's gonna show that poopy, which is fine. But I need to like maybe tease this and like see where it goes. Ah. I don't want that thing to show. I should have got a lace front. What was I thinking?
I love lace fronts.
They look so good.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't compare.
It changed your life when you realize like what it is and when you get one and you're like, oh God, I've been wrong all my life.
Like, what have I done? Why have I done anything else?
Like brushing a lace front is like wig porn. I love it.
I like your style. Okay, better, but it's still not the way I really want it.
We were at Montreal Comic Con and he was wearing like a very long blonde wig, and we brought a brush and we were just like, this is so soft, so fun.
This is great.
It's like,
It's like I should style it, but what about I just brush it?
What if I feel like I will have to tease the poop out of this. I mean, it's already like better than it was, but it's not exactly what I want. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get one of those for home for when I style. I'm gonna do what, I forgot which one of our cosplay guests had, like, you know those rolls?
Yes.
Scott towel roll things. And you just shove the wig on it.
yeah.
And it actually works pretty well.
You
This,
use, was it a tripod?
Oh,
no, you use the base of your mannequin.
Yeah.
oh,
the-
very smart.
Like the sewing mannequin, if you just remove the body, you're left with the stand, and you can just put the wig on it, and it holds at a pretty good height.
That's what I use.
This is how I style my wigs. In case you were wondering.
Tough love.
And pull her hair.
Have you ever tried like sticking it to the table or like to something?
Like
that you
duct
put-
tape it?
Yeah, like that's what I was doing before. Like I would
Duct tape it to that table.
I have not done it here. I've done that at home because I had no other option. But
When you're at that point when you're like, I have no other options, it's just,
Yeah.
this is what's
no other
happening.
way.
And it's quite easy also to make one. Otherwise,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I made a stand for my wigs. Like I took like a dowel, like a wood dowel, and then just a block of like wood, and I like made a stand. It's a bit too short though. It's like
Yeah, I hate it. It's like the
You need to be
base.
yeah.
The base is not like
It's not
big
sturdy,
enough,
yeah.
so it doesn't stay on very well.
No, it's it like shifts when you like.
Should remake it.
I know.
Your stand?
Yeah, my wigs. I made one and I'm like, the base is too small, so when you're pulling at the wig, it just tilts. So you need to kind of put your feet on each side of it to hold it. And yeah, it's just.
Sounds very intense. There's some cheap stands on Amazon.
But that means spending money.
If you guys do want to spend money and get this wig stand, it's on Art of Wigs Canada's website, and you can use our discount code
$10 off.
Art of Bean for $10 off your $50 purchase. It is over $50, so you will. But I like this one because it pivots, so you can actually pivot it, and this moves. Like there's a lot of versatility to it. You can actually change the heights. We have the extra pieces here, so that's super practical. Actually, now that you mention it, maybe, no, I would have to show it on something else. Ain't gonna work. Rosemary, you guys got one stand now too. Live and let live.
I think I have a stand in my car actually.
No, don't even bother.
You sure?
I'm not like really working on the wig right now. I'm making the accessories, but I wanted to see how the bangs turned out because I let them sit for the week.
If you change your mind, I can
You have the mannequin's base.
Yes, I have the mannequin.
Oh, that's your wig?
That's the wig
that's
stand.
my wig stand. It does the job.
It does, like it does pretty good.
I also want to like check to see if Czechmate Cosplay, who was on last week, was like, make sure the wig is like centered because you're making bangs, and I was like, you pretty smart. So the
You
center.
smart bean.
Oh yeah, I can also see it from like, you know, where the hole is, and I can fold it.
Let's see.
So technically, that is the middle.
What? I think I'm just.
I
I'm
already
taking
split
lots
it wrong.
of space.
Typical
Always.
Rosie.
I feel that's a mistake I just keep on doing when I'm putting my wig on my wig head, and I realize the wig head is smaller than my own head.
Yep.
So then I keep on cutting, and I'm just like, that's a bit short now, but it will do.
Yeah, we had another cosplayer on who made me realize that because she was like, I can't cut the bangs on this head. I need to wear it. And I was like, girl, you are smart.
You is one smart cookie. Yeah, that's what I had to realize, like, after a while. I was just like, why are my wigs so short? And I was like, oh.
I now know where
Genius.
to put my length, but before it was like always on my head. It's just that like after you have like wig shed forever, I feel.
Yeah.
And
What do
I'm
you
like,
mean, wig shed?
If you cut it on your own head, then once you cut it, like, you're just covered in hair forever.
Oh, yeah.
And like I used to do it like right before con, so then like all day at con I was like shedding.
There's that one wig he did for me, and 3 cons later, I'm still covered in hair from it.
It just like the hair went everywhere.
It's just everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, it never leaves.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take these off and we're gonna try to figure this out.
Sorry.
I fucking can't right now. I'm sorry. Pardonnez-moi and my français.
Ooh.
It's okay. I can't English.
Ah!
You got it.
Okay. Is it in the middle?
Beautiful.
Oh wait, I have a mirror.
Oh.
On this music, oh, it's so not in the middle. It's like
It's way
beyond
off.
not in the middle. Okay, let's get
Or
it.
what I do is just like mark where I should cut it, and then it's just like put it back.
Oh mon
on the
dieu,
wig.
I took all that time and I. Mommy. This is what it's like when you existential crisis. Give me the Kleenex.
It's
Everything
time
is falling.
needs to happen. There you go. Hide in that wig.
Okay, this is not working. Oh my god, it's emo Rosie. Like this is me in high school. Hi guys.
We all had that phase in high school.
Oh
We
my
all had that
God.
phase. It all happened.
Oh my god, you look so cute. What happened, Rosie? What happened?
Life.
Those are my bobs. That's not my face. Show my face, please. Please show my face. Tabarouette. I'm full of good words today.
It's not working.
Okay, so this is my face. This is like the middle, because this is my nose. And there was light. God, this is like...
help?
I don't know. I don't know.
You're like, maybe.
Thoroughly don't know what's going on in my life right now. Okay, no, I got
Sometimes I
this.
find working with other people is just like a blessing sometimes.
God, that's why I do this on streams, so that people can see the struggle.
But like cosplay struggle most of the
Yeah.
time.
It's a lot
I
of
never
struggle.
I never know how to do my shit.
It's a lot of struggle, tear, blood, sweat.
Ow! Ow! I made a boo-boo the other day on my forehead, and now it's like the wig is just scraping on
Is
it.
it because of cosplay or
No, it's because I pick at my face.
fair?
Fair.
Fair.
Okay, I need to like split it down the middle properly, like a normal human being would. Ah!
But they're
See,
not
this is-
your normal
You can
being.
tell that this is not an Arta wig because of the. Look how crappy. Look how.
Oh, that's
What
pretty
is
thin.
this? What is this? It's so bad, but like in my head, like I was doing a punk version. I was like, there's no way.
Where did it come from?
eBay, Amazon, eBay. One of the two.
One of the two.
There's a lot of places that I find that are like not too bad. Like easy cosplay, sometimes
Yeah.
it's like pretty good.
It's decent, yeah. I brought one wig from Easy. Was it this one?
So
from Easy
bad.
also?
Yeah, this one is like from Easy. It's not like the best wig I own, but it's like
It's
not bad.
No, it's not terrible.
For what it is, it
Yeah.
does the job.
Horrible, 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 horrible. It's so bad. Oh my gosh, it's horrible. I'm not over it. I'm super not over it.
That's what I found, that like sometimes I'm trying to save money and you're like, oh, I'm gonna buy the cheap version of it, and then I realize I'm like, oh god, what a mistake was this, that I should have just gotten like the expensive version right away.
Yeah, no, I should have just gotten like a pink long wig instead of this one, so I could have at least had more wefts
Yeah.
to work with. And like I could have taken some out and like placed some. But now, kind of screwed.
It's never too late. You can use your coupon.
I can use my coupon code and get. I can maybe.
$10 off Arda.
But I'm gonna like. I could
Good.
and just get like a long wig.
That's the one thing I like with Arda, is that their shipping is really fast most of the time.
Yeah, I
Like-
got the foam clay super fast.
Like I usually get it like super quickly, so
So
For like
disappointed.
a week
yeah.
for me to get to my house. Maybe 2 sometimes
Jesus.
when it's busy.
Unless I just like.
The fastest I got it was like 3 days from Arda, and I was just like, oh god, already?
For me, it was like the day after. I
Yeah.
was like, wow, that was fast.
I mean, they're leaving from Toronto, so I mean, I would expect that it's not that long. Like usually,
It's more like the preparations
Yeah.
that I find like, I don't know.
Or I can just cut this so that it doesn't actually split down the middle like that. And then I'll just have to like cut it.
get some wefts. You still have time.
Everything is gonna be okay.
Everything will be okay.
Everything is gonna be fine.
can
Everything
just, like,
is gonna
go,
be
like-
okay.
Little by little. You just cut a bit,
Yeah.
see if it goes well on your head, and cut a bit more. And then
It tickles my face.
He's the wig expert. He does wig commissions.
It's I feel like even if the wig is super bad, like everything is fixable. Like you can, especially wigs, like
Yeah.
It depends like which wigs. Like sometimes like I feel like there's just like they're forever gone.
it's hopeless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like most of the time, I think with like a bit of time and love, you can just like fix it. It's just like, I don't know, it's not too hard. It's just like a lot of time.
Yeah.
Depending on like the project and like the wig issues that you get and like everything.
Little
There's
by
a lot.
little. Like I got Todoroki wig from Easy Cosplay, and it's fairly thin. But I worked like for 2 cons on it, and like now it looks better.
Yeah, it was terrible. The first time I was like,
Yeah.
why?
Don't walk with me.
Because
Yeah,
it's like
just
half
walk.
and half, and like
Yeah.
one half was like thick and like pretty
Yeah.
good quality, and like the other half, like the white half, is just
so
like
thin.
so thin. You see everything through it.
That's the worst.
It's better now that it took a bath.
You
For
took a
some
bath?
reason. We did the photo shoot. We tried to do those. It was very popular, those milk bath photo shoots.
Yes.
So we did some of that, and surprises. You got a wig that's the wrong color, but
Yeah, surprise!
surprise.
Surprise!
Well, surprise also the wig you got for DJ.
Oh my god, that's the worst.
I bought him a wig off Amazon for a character of the manhwa, and it was supposed to be like a dark blonde kind of wig, and it turned out to be like a very dark brown, and it was really not what the picture looked like, and I was like, oh.
Like I could barely work with it. Like it would work with like a spiky character or like anything, but it was like nothing like I needed.
Yeah.
Nothing I wanted nor
It
needed.
was nothing that I needed at the time. It worked because you were wearing a little beret with it, but outside
Yeah.
of that, like it
I
just
was like
on its
hiding
own.
the imperfections,
Yeah.
but still not the right colors. It bothered me.
Yeah, it's like the worst part is that I ordered this darker blonde, and then they sent me that like dark brown, and I was like, I guess this is it. This is what I'm getting.
Because it was like, what, 3 days before the con? Not even.
Yeah, I got it like really like on time. I was like, oh god, it just came in and we're like leaving for G Anime.
It's a sad con.
G-Anime was like what? Getino?
Yeah, the one in
Yeah.
Gatineau. Like, January. It's a bit sad. It's okay. I mean, if you want to hang out with your friends, I think that's the best con to do it, because
Well, like that's usually like most reason why people.
that's the only thing. I'm still like confused why it's a weekend convention, but there's a food court in the building, and the food court is closed on the weekend.
So you're kind of just like, okay, well, I guess we're gonna
You're
starve.
like,
There's not
but we're-
much like
I guess we'll
around
starve.
I
that
guess
you
we'll
can
starve.
walk to, so it's just like
No, there's nothing around, and last year there was a huge snowstorm. It was super cold.
Because it's in February?
It's was it
January.
end of January, I think, like around that. And we were stuck in that snow, and
we had to like leave one day after the day we were supposed to leave.
we stayed one day over because we couldn't just drive back to Montreal in that weather. And it was like, it was terrible, and everything was closed, and we were starving. We're like, there's literally no food.
You're like, what do we do?
So like, I had to go into the snow, and I was like trying to make my way and find anything that was open until I found this little like convenience store like owned by this like middle-aged Asian lady, and she's just sitting in the corner and watching us as I'm like, well, I guess it's chips and candies. That's dinner for tonight.
Yum, yum, yum.
Though isn't that every con's meal?
Sounds like high school. Not really. Like, I mean, I like Montreal because you're near
In
Chinatown.
Chinatown, yeah.
So like, the options, like you just have so
And it's mostly during summer. Also, like all the cons or almost are during summer, so it's like okay to walk for a while.
Yeah, exactly. Unless it's really hot.
Or it's raining, cries,
Yeah.
which may happen.
Oh, I
Can
hope
happen.
it doesn't.
Oh, why you no stay?
Stay up.
Oh my God, you were fine before. What's happening?
You might need some heat on it.
Yeah, I do. I have a heat gun. I'm not gonna heat gun my face. I will take it off.
Please don't do that at home. We are professionals, not.
Okay.
I give advice and then I'm the one who's like, heat gloves. I'll burn my fingers instead.
Oh God, but like even with glue guns, like the amount of damage you could do,
Yeah.
horrendous.
I hot glued one of my costumes on myself at some point.
Totally same.
We've all done that. It all happened. Just
Oh
And
man.
like it hurts like hell, but you know what? It's gonna do the job.
Is that like not even a few hours before the con and you're like, you know what? It's just, it will have to do.
Get it. Let's see what's gonna happen. Am I gonna burn the wig? That's okay.
You have a discount code on Arta Wigs Canada.
I do have a discount code with Arta Wigs Canada. If y'all are just tuning in, number one, follow us.
You know what?
Now,
I try.
number two,
Contact.
go ahead and use our discount code ARTABEAN on Arta Wigs Canada's website for $10 off a $50 purchase, which I will have to maybe do to repair this sorrowful wig. Good.
Stay tuned. You'll see
Good.
how it happens.
Stay tuned. You will see if I take advantage of our code live on stream whilst I cry.
Or if it,
Be
if
making
it goes
more
black.
purchases.
Or if it goes
that I-
black, the studio just went on fire, you know?
Oh my God, like if my mom sees another package come in the mail, she's gonna fucking lose it. Pardonnez-moi, but like, for real.
I took advantage of Prime Day, so
I almost did, and I filled up my basket, and I forgot, and then last night I was like, it was not a happy moment.
you're like, no.
I really need headphones. I have like no headphones. I'm musicless. I've been musicless for 2 days.
Oh God.
I like bought like Jean Coutu, like random like headphones just because I was like, oh my God, I need music. And then I took them out of my bag in the morning and they were literally one of the earbuds like cracked in half. And I was like, well, this is great.
You're like, well, this is.
This is the life I've been damned to live. Checkmate, stop burning yourself.
Yeah, you know, it's life. I'm a very clumsy person, so
Just always burning myself, you know me.
heat gun, glue gun, you know,
You know how it
It's just-
is.
oven, anything that's like heat related, I'm just like, yep. But yeah, I took a big advantage of Prime Day, so I'm like, so many package coming. My credit card is crying.
But it's okay.
But it's okay.
all worth it.
It will all be worth it, hopefully.
So I'm gonna leave some of this.
How am I stuck in
Like
this?
I can.
Bless you.
My work's AC is way too strong. I think I'm getting like a cold. Brr. Okay, let's make the wig straight. I just want that anime bang, man.
A cute little anime bang.
They're pretty hard to do, like
They are.
not with a lathe.
Yeah.
Unless like you glue hair to
Yeah.
the line, then it kind of hides.
Oh. So where would you glue it?
Like basically like where it goes up, you just like glue, normally I just like take a fabric, like a hard fabric, like the shape that you want, and just like
So you
glue hair
it-
that you've just cut or something, or like if you have weft, you just like take your weft.
And
and,
you like glue it on.
yeah, and then you glue like the fabric to it, and then it stays on, and then you can just like go over it with like the hair of the wig.
Okay.
So it makes
Yeah.
for more natural
But you don't just
hairline.
put it over this?
Well, actually, like you glue it here,
Yeah.
basically. So yeah, and it just hides, and it's just like on you, and it goes like the line that a lace front would do, basically, but
Yeah.
more like anime-like, you know.
Yeah. because I won't, like, I feel like her bangs are just like very big.
Well, they have that 90s like big poofy hair,
Yeah.
which is cool, but terrible for cosplay.
Yeah.
Like,
damn it. Like all the Yu-Gi-Oh cosplay,
Oh,
all
God.
the Digimon characters.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
I
feel-
almost, for the ponytail, just want to like gather, but I don't want like that to show. Because I would have just gathered it so it looks like a pigtail.
Yeah.
And then just like clipped. But I can't do that. It's going to show.
Yeah, with wefts it's like better because like you can just like cover and layer, but like when you buy from eBay or Amazon, it's like something that they don't normally have like weft that
Yeah.
fits the color of the wig and all.
Yeah, there's no way.
It's like,
So it's kind of a guess with Arda. You're like, this may be matching the
May
color.
match, yeah.
Maybe.
Sometimes I'll buy, like I've bought two of the same wig to take one apart and use as wefts
yeah.
for a second. But at that point, like, I don't know, sometimes I'm like, why can't I just buy the better wig?
yeah, and like sometimes like the wefts are very plasticky.
Yeah.
Like with this one, it's like if I remove it, I'm sure it's gonna break.
Like the hair start falling off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's happened to me. I tried, I failed.
I'm at the point in my, I guess, cosplay career, if you want to call it that, not my hobby, where like
My cosplay
I'm like,
hobby.
I'll just pay more money to get the look that I want.
Yeah.
Like I just ordered for like $200 for two wigs, like this
And
week,
like 300 in fabric.
and
also.
$300 of fabric.
Like if you, the issue for me is that like I find my skills are still not good enough to work with some of the better products. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to mess up something expensive. I'd rather work at something more like this poopy
Yeah.
wig than mess up another one. And like it's starting to look not bad. Like I feel like, and then I'll feel like, wow, I always wanted to like
Yeah.
make an ugly wig look nice.
Yeah.
It's kind of an accomplishment when you're like, I made this really cheap eBay wig look like this, and you're like, oh God.
Sometimes I will just like buy a cheap wig and like try stuff on it.
Yeah, that's
And then you
kinda
just
what I
like
do.
buy the real wig and then do it all over again, but like better.
Yeah, because then your technique has improved.
Yeah,
Yes, that's why
exactly.
if worst comes to worst and this doesn't work, at least I'll know.
Yeah, exactly. You can
What?
try more stuff on it and see what works, what doesn't.
Because I won't mess it up. Like I would have never taken a heat gun to an Arda wig like that. Just not a care
You're like,
in the
oh
world.
God.
Like I would have used a blow dryer and gone really
Oh,
slowly.
Herder.
Like I feel like as long as it gets a bit of volume, I'd be pretty happy. Like it already looks a lot better. I love how like for the past like 3 weeks we've had people who do wig commissions. and I've been working on this and I've gotten so much like help and so much info of like, yeah, you should do that, don't do that, avoid this.
I find, you know, there's like a lot, people say like the cosplay community is like toxic and dramatic and stuff, but like so far I've only had very nice experience with every cosplayers that I've met. Like everyone has been so helpful. I don't know if I'm hanging out with the right kind of people, I guess.
You might just be hanging out with the right people, but it's like, and I say this about everything, whenever people tell me that, I don't disagree with them, but then I turn to them and say that, you know, that's the same with any
Yeah,
community.
exactly.
Like, there's
always have-
toxic people everywhere.
Yeah.
And
But like I find
yeah.
it nice when, you know, people, like it's all our hobby, and it's nice when people are just like helping you out.
Yeah, and I've gotten a lot of help, but
I forgot
yeah,
my
so
scissors. I'm just.
made me happy. Yeah, she definitely has like a little up-to-do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take your advice and I'm gonna like, once I get the bang more or less right, I'm gonna like maybe make it sit with something that's gonna hold that. Like I might
Yeah.
put a pin here. I'm gonna turn it to the camera after so people could see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So like that, And then even though this is gonna show, I for sure have to trim the back because it's super long.
Yeah.
And I'll glue that here, maybe with some crazy glue.
I know white glue because it dries.
Or
Yeah.
I could
It's like
use
either-
this because it's pretty sticky, but it won't stay.
I don't think it will stay. I never like tried it, but I don't think it's like
No.
enough like gluing. Yeah, but I normally just use like fabric glue.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, because like it's
interesting.
basically fibers.
Yeah, because
And
technically,
like I use fabric to like glue it, so then I'm like fabric with like fibers. Makes sense to me, and it glues like clear depending on like which one you use.
Okay.
So that's what I use, but like probably like other people have like other ways of doing it.
You don't think I'd be able to just glue it onto the seam itself?
I think it's possible, but not like with got to be.
you went out with got to be. But
Oh no.
it's an amazing product.
I mostly feel like that would have been an addition, like on top of.
Yeah.
You know.
That's to secure everything. Once you're done, you're just like little swooshes of got to
So
be.
like I
Yes.
keep it like that, and then I cover the crappy part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You make a
Basically.
fake lace front, basically.
Yes, I'm super excited to do that.
Should work.
Should.
Normally it does.
We are overall hopeful, but it already looks way better because like you should have seen the first week I pulled it out of the bag. Like the baby hairs here, the little cuts, you see those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So disgusting.
Oh,
I
geez.
swear, like my baby hairs are one thing, but those, it was like cut here,
Oh my
and they were all like,
God.
oh my god. I like,
Okay.
yeah, I really had to give it some TLC, and it's crazy. It still needs some TLC.
It always does. Though.
Yeah.
Like all wigs, I always like keep on changing stuff on it and like.
Wigs are a process.
Yeah, it's a fun process.
It is like it's cool because then you're like, wow, this like my goal is to then have it look really, really expensive, and mostly because I want to make it like, yeah. That's my spiel. But like, what was another wig that I was like, I could make this myself? I was doing KDA Kaisa, and I was like, is it easy? Like, I could just buy the long wig and I just have to make the buns and then braid. But I found a really good wig on Easy Cosplay.
Yeah.
And or was it not AliExpress? Taobao. No, I think I bought it on Taobao.
Yeah.
And like, it came and it was really, really good. And like, so many people were trying to find KDA wigs, and when they saw my Kaisa wig, they were like, oh my god, like
Where'd you
the
get
tone
this?
is perfect. It's not like too, because some of the wigs for KDA Kaisa are like too pinkish
Yeah.
purple. It's not purple. And then I'm like, no, that looks too much like the color of not Akali. There's Kaisa, Akali, oh my god, it's another K. Are they all Ks?
You're like,
No, Ari and oh my gosh, someone help. I don't want to look this up. Evelyn. Oof. Oof. Okay, they did not give me the answer. Evelyn.
it just came up to you.
It came to me. But her hair is like a lot more like pink purple. So it's like, no, I don't have any of that in my hair. But yeah. So, and a lot of times, like when you do, it's like you were saying with Amazon wigs surprising you, same idea. Like it looks one tone in the picture,
Yeah.
but try to find one without lighting and natural because it makes a huge difference. I've seen a lot
really
of people
does.
with like not the right color wigs. And at the end of the day, if you don't care, you don't care.
No, exactly. It's
But-
like if you're having fun and
Yeah.
you enjoy what your cosplay looks like, then who cares? Who am I to tell you you're wrong?
But I would be annoyed. I'd be like,
Oh, yeah, I know.
I'd
I would
get
be
that
like-
wig. Like this is the perfect color, but I would have been disappointed if I got it and it was like off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like if it was more greenish like that. I
At
would've
least
been-
that you can fix because you can just like darken it.
How would you darken a wig?
Basically with just like dye.
With fabric
dye
dye?
back?
Yeah, with like fabric dye, but like sometimes when I buy like cheap wigs, I'm not sure if like I can dye it with like hot water and like sometimes it's just
Yeah.
like ruin it.
Oh,
So I
really?
just, like, cause sometimes it's not like heat resistant.
Oh, okay.
And like you kind of need it to be at least a bit like hotter than like normal to like kind of work. So it just ruins the fibers completely. So I just like when I buy like cheap wigs like these, basically I just like spray it with like Copics markers basically. So just like darken it with it, and usually
if needed.
work. Yeah, if needed, but most of the time I just like buy my wigs with like the right colors. I've been lucky with this.
Awesome. I never thought about that. Spray it.
Yes.
Something to look into. Do you lighten wigs? Someone was telling me last week, Suyet was like, yeah, I've lightened wigs with bleach. And I was like, excuse me?
I've never tried it.
Yeah, that's
so
one thing I never tried, but I don't want to try. I'm like so afraid of like ruining the fibers if I like.
I mean, I would do it with a cheap wig.
Yeah.
That one I would get. I would just be like, I would do it with that like cheap eBay wig that I got for like $5.
Maybe like wefts. Like if I buy wefts and just like, or like they have like samples also, like those small like
little cubes,
yeah.
And you're like, let me run some hydrogen peroxide on this. See how it
that
turns
goes.
out. Yeah, literally.
It's good like to test out before, because like then you ruin the wig and you're like, fuck my life.
You're like, now I need to buy another $50, $60 wigs.
That's why I'm kind of glad I bought the cheap one.
Yeah.
Because if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Also, I'm not like tied to cosplay, to this cosplay, but I do really want to have it. I wanted to always do a casual chibi moon. Like last year, my casual like fun costume was my diva.
Yeah.
I did a black cat diva. And it's just like, I had like that Lolita hair, you know, with the little cat ears.
Yes.
And I had my little gun and my little schoolgirl uniform, and I was like, I don't know, I was just having fun, okay?
But that's good.
Yeah, and
like I'm having fun.
I just wanted to do that again this year. Like, I don't want to do a serious cosplay, but I do want to enjoy my otaku life, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I used to do when I was younger, and I guess like I'm feeling nostalgic. I'm old now. I'm a quarter of a century. I'm just like reevaluating.
Don't look at me like that. I know I'm a baby.
Reevaluating my life choices.
Right. Reevaluating my cosplay choices. Like, why did I bring all this? Why did I spend so much time getting ready in the morning? I just want to see my friends and hang out and go to alternative hentai. Like, geez, why am I here? And then I start getting moody, and then I don't want to be in my costume anymore. And it makes for a bad time. So when you do something, the ideal is to do something you want to do, because as soon as you're not doing it and you're not super pumped about it, you'll catch those bad vibes. Cheeky C, 25 is like old. I know. Okay, listen, okay, in the cosplay scene, 25 is like old.
It's like
I'm joking.
I mean, I find like nowadays, like in the recent years that I've gone to cons, like seeing the younger kids, it's just like, God, I'm so old and out of touch.
It's not that I don't feel like, it makes me feel old, but it's not that old people can't cosplay.
No, exactly.
I saw some killer parents cosplaying with their kids. I saw some people who were likely at least in their 30s, but looking good and like rocking cosplays. Can you not?
Can you imagine being 30 and looking
The Beanduck team is laughing
at me. He did something not family friendly. Hunky Kong says 25 is old. Wait till you're 27. I'm super old. Okay, listen. About 27-year-olds saying they're old. I don't want to get into that. Oh man. Hunky Kong, I'm like almost old enough to split Rosie out of my baby. I know, I'm exaggerating, but it's just that the people around you, like in the community, are younger.
Yeah.
But most of my friends are all like my age or older, and those are the people I can relate to and I hang out to when I go to conventions. Like, that's who I hang out with.
I'm only 20 and I feel like I'm at like 2,000 years.
Like, it's like, who do you relate to? Like, who, when they go to a convention, what do they want to do? And it's just like, what are your priorities? Like, what do you
Yeah.
what do
I mean,
you
sometimes
do?
age has no correlation to how a person
Exactly.
is. Like, it doesn't mean anything. But I just find it interesting sometimes because, like, since I got into the My Hero Academia fandom, like, they're a lot younger.
Oh,
Sometimes
gosh.
I'm not getting into the drama. Like, I don't want to get into it. But like I see it at cons, and like just this Montreal Comic Con, we were doing some of the teachers, and it was just like crazy to see like these 15-year-old.
I felt like a teacher.
I felt like a teacher. Yeah, it was like crazy because like there was these little
You
15-year-old
are teachers.
trying to get them on the right path. But like, yeah,
It was nice. Like, they made my day, though.
They did make my day. It was really cool. Like, there was a bunch of kids, and they were literally 15-year-olds, like dressed as 15-year-old kids. And it was great because they just ran at us, and they were like, I don't know, like 10 of them at least, and they were all super excited and so like full of life and just like enjoying like that we were dressed as their teachers. And then they really made my day. Like, it's draining sometimes, but it really made my day when they were just there, and I was like,
It is a very hyper young fandom.
yes.
I'm like very introvert, so like.
Cons are like so exhausting. I need to take the Monday off usually of a con because I'm just like, I need to like just.
I cannot see anyone the day after, or like.
I just need to lie in my bed and not.
I just need to recoup, man.
Yeah.
Can I have a moment? Thanks.
Like, when I take days off work for cons, like people think I'm going on vacation. I'm like, this is not really a vacation. Like, it's
Literally chilling at home, like, please.
yeah. Like, I mean, sometimes like cons are exhausting. Like, especially out of town cons. Like, you know, you're traveling. and it's
YetiCon
just-
is exhausting. I mean, and
so
I don't
much
even
fun,
drive.
But so much fun.
It is.
It was so
super worth
great.
it every year. My friend this year was actually we were having that conversation, and he was saying, like, I'm actually going to meet up with my Yeti squad after this.
Nice.
Because we had such a blast. We're like, why don't we hang out? We live in the same town. Like, we should see each other. Mongani, whoop whoop, woot. I'm like, is that what I read? Yes, it is woot. It's a woot. 100% woot. But yeah, so, and that's the other fun thing about cosplaying and like finding your gang is that like then you make like true lasting friendships sometimes.
Yeah.
And
Kind of what like YetiCon did to us, I think,
Oh,
this
yeah,
year.
I
Like,
think
we
so.
went with like specific friends, and like that's how we gained a condad and like much more friends. And like we plan on going on other cons and
Yeah.
like in the States and all. Just like it was really fun, like a really fun time. And now we're just like sticking all together.
what
Yeah.
American cons were you thinking of doing?
We're
Anime Boston.
Yeah, we wanted to do Katsu, and then it's a bit too short notice for Katsu, so we're
With the cosplays, we want to bring
Yeah.
basically
it's
too short.
huge, right?
Yeah.
So we're planning Anime Boston this year,
Nice.
and hopefully being able to do the masquerade, and we can do some big crafting for that. We put a countdown on our phones that's stating how many months there's to
Left.
Anime North project.
Yeah.
Dedication.
We even started gym just for
Yeah.
our next costumes.
We started going to the gym, and we're like, we're gonna train, and it's gonna be good, and we're gonna
You know what?
fuck this.
Cosplay is what got me back into the gym as
Yeah.
well. Like when I started training a lot. I mean, it was a coincidence. I was like, I want to train again. But it's what really motivated me. Like I was like, oh, Montreal Comic Con, like God, 2014, 2015, like is coming up. I was a student at the time, and I felt like in school, I just like kind of slacked off at the gym because I felt guilty like doing stuff that wasn't school related. I was
Yeah.
one of those people. I had a bunch of extracurriculars, but like don't think about like physical activity.
No, I hear you.
Like, hey, this might help my mental health
Nope.
and my feelings of dread every morning. So yeah, like cosplay was one of the things that like motivated me to do that. It's many benefits of cosplay.
It is, and I mean, like, there's nothing wrong if you don't go
If
to
you
the
don't,
gym. Yeah,
no,
exactly.
like you don't need to look a certain way. It was just
Yeah.
a personal goal, and yeah.
Exactly, getting jacked so I can cosplay my favorite character. That's basically a lot of the motivation. So it's a goal.
Doesn't mean you need to be Jack to be that character. It's like, this is the way I want me to look
exactly.
as this character. And nobody else but myself is telling me to
exactly.
do this. Like,
I'm telling myself to do this, and that's
it's
the most
unhealthy
important
when it's
from someone else.
Yeah, or like you feel like, oh, my Instagram and this is that, or like, oh, you know, like this person's jacked, so if I don't get jacked, then people will think I'm dumb. Like, oh, they'll think I'm pathetic.
I'm not Leon Chiro.
Oh, man, we're gonna keep Leon. Leon is like a high expectation for men to hit. Leon is also a small dude.
Yeah.
For him, also physical activity is part of his lifestyle, and he's a super like fit guy.
It's like.
And for
what? Oh,
he came back. Hi, friend. Can we give him a name? Chat, can we give the fly a name? What is the fly's name?
It's now part of it. Hello.
It's now in
It's
my
actually the
costume.
CIA spying on us.
Has little like.
It's like a camera in it.
Oh shit. It really isn't scary. That is amazing.
So every time that it's doing this, we know what's happening.
It's relaying messages back to like the CIA and the FBI.
I kind of feel like now I did the other side, and I'm like, the other side's better. I want to go back and tease this side a bit.
But that's the magic of it. So you made one side and you're like, I've learned from my mistakes, and now the other side is better.
God damn it.
Cosplay is a big learning process of everything.
Yeah, guys, never feel like guilty or feel like you're not hitting a standard. There is no standard. Unless you're in a masquerade, then there's a standard, and please abide.
There's a standard, but like, I think my health is like gonna always pass before the masquerade judging.
Oh, yeah, no. Like, you be reasonable with yourself. You set your limits.
Like, we bring our last costumes and it was like not finished, but it was like, it's that or like we go crazy.
Yeah.
So we're just like, nah, it's chill if like we don't win anything or if like it's not completely done, and we wanted to do it just for the fun of like being on stage basically.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's like, yeah, you can like, you have to hit some standards, but you don't have to necessarily, even though you're into a competition. It's just for fun, you know? I guess it depends. Like some people might be a bit competitive.
Yeah, so it depends what kind of a cosplayer you are, and set your expectations, you know? Know your limits, and don't push yourself to do anything you don't want to.
Mm-hmm. It's like, it took me a lot of, I'm still learning that process where I find sometimes if I don't manage to do something how I want it to be done, or if I don't manage to get something done on time for a con, like I have this like dread that I'm just like, God, I'm such a failure. I'm like, I didn't manage to do it on time.
Oh God.
And like, yeah, like it got like it's like wallow in self-pity where you're just like, I'm not good enough because I didn't finish it on time.
You start comparing yourself to the other people.
Yeah, exactly.
And trust me, like I did that for a really long time, but it also made me then realize my expectations of myself, what I can actually accomplish, and like just like looking up to these people who had gone through the exact same thing too, right? So, yeah, cosplay.
I just gave up on that. I'm like, you know, it's fine if it's not done.
Yeah, like it's funny. Some people can just like understand and do that to themselves. They're just like, no, man, I'm not stressed. Like, why would I be stressed about this? You know? And like, that's so.
That's amazing.
Right?
I
like,
admire these people.
I'm just like an anxiety ball.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be anxious until like 2 days before the con. Then I just like, you know what?
You're like,
I gave up.
I'm done.
Because like then you could, if there's still hope, you could still get shit done. But as soon as you get 2 days out to the con, you're like, I can't do anything about this. There's
like,
no
I'll still
point.
work on it, but I won't be stressed. Like I won't stop myself like one day before the con, like to go to bed at an early like time or something. I won't stop myself from this like a day before a con or like 2 days before, because I know it's not gonna be done, even though I like don't sleep for the 2 next days.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, you know what? Health before anything else. While this person is like up until like morning. It's like,
Polar
you know what?
opposites over here.
I'm like, good night.
Yeah, he's like, good night. I'm like, nope, still just.
I'm gonna be here.
Yeah.
Gonna
And
read
then I
the
wake up and I'm like, you haven't slept, right?
It's like, nope. It's like, it's because I feel even if I go to bed, I just won't be able to sleep because I'll just be thinking about it.
You'll be super anxious.
I'm just gonna be there like in bed like, oh guys, I can do this. If I sleep like 3 hours, I can start working on this and then maybe I can finish that and then. But yeah, like, I don't know. It's terrible and like not meant for everyone. And like, if you feel tired and way too stressed, then you should stop, you know?
Yeah.
And I
Wait,
know.
Control Z. Mogani says Freddy.
We had
Donkey
Freddy,
Kong, Froppy. Because
Jeff.
it keeps you from.
Freddie, Jeff.
Froppy, but Froppy.
Freddie, Jeff.
Not Froppy.
Not Froppy.
Not Froppy.
That's trademark, man.
We need to avoid that.
Self-care before all that other. Yes, I agree. I don't believe in myself, even though I haven't been believing in myself a lot these days.
Believe in the me that believes in you.
This is just like at the computer, like.
I know I hear it when I swear.
My phone even charging? I've had issues. Yes, it is. Okay. I mean, I have issues.
Don't we all?
Oh God.
Yeah.
It's like we're not even gonna go there.
No, we won't.
Let me see. Freddy or Jeff? Jeff. Freddy? I'm trying to see if it responds to one more than the other.
Are you here with us, Freddie?
It feels like we're playing Ouija with like.
Freddy?
Freddie,
Freddy, can you hear
Jeff?
us?
are you with us tonight?
Please come to the table if you understand. Please knock something down if you understand. Please land on Ben if you understand. Oh man, I'm trapped. Okay, I'm good. But yeah, I love that this fly came to hang out with us. Oh my gosh, it's already 8:10.
Is it?
Excuse me. I've been super into these bangs, so I'm just gonna bang out these bangs. And
I don't really see like time passing when I craft.
oh,
No.
same.
When I do cosplay, it's like, it feels like you're in just a different world. You're like, time doesn't exist. It's like, I've been sitting here for 3 hours just working on this little piece and
It's like when I ask cosplayers who come on to Cosplay Cave, like, so how much was the most time you spent, how much was the most time you spent on a cosplay? And they're like, I don't know, like on this cosplay, like, they're trying to calculate it and they're just lost. Mulgani, subscribe. Thank you for the sub, Mulgani. You now have our super adorable emotes. Use them. Make people envious because they're super cute. Loving every minute of it.
yeah.
Seriously though, the fly has not come back. I feel like he's more of a Jeff. Because Jeffs are always annoying. I'm joking.
Shout out to all the Jeffs out there. But yeah, like, I don't know. Sometimes like it's cosplay time goes weirdly. It's like sometimes you're like we worked on his Dabby from Boku no Hero code.
I don't know how it happened. I feel like I was on drugs.
And I don't know how this code happened, you know? It was like the kind of night where it's like 3 a.m. and he's working on the pattern for the coat and he looks at me and he's like, do you think it's too big? And my first response was, just lay on it so you can see if it's big enough. Yeah, I was like, just lay on the pattern, like obviously. And he just looks at me like, what? Are you even, like, what? And I'm like, yeah, that was really dumb. Like, it just come out of my mouth. I don't even know.
Just lay on it.
Just
okay?
lay on it.
And
like,
then we went-
obviously.
Don't ask it questions.
And then she went to bed and like then she went to work. And when she came back, I was like, here's my coat.
I was like, what?
And I don't know how I did this.
And then the coat was done, and I hand stitched it, the little like parts of it, and then I was sitting outside, I think it was like what, around 11 midnight, and I was making the shirt he has underneath because we thought it was a great idea at like midnight. I was like, since he has a fire kind of quirk, it would be cool if his shirt was kind of burnt, right?
Ooh.
So I'm sitting outside with
Being
like,
a pyromaniac.
yeah, I'm sitting outside
Yes.
with this white cotton shirt, and I'm trying to burn the edges with those barbecue lighters.
Well, I was like stitching like
Through the patio
Do your
door.
parents ever
Yeah.
go like, what the heck are they
yes,
doing
all
now?
the time. Like I come back with fabrics, they're like, why?
Really?
I receive wigs, they're like, again. I stay up late and they're like, go to bed, please.
Why
Yeah,
were you
like-
up last night? You're like, cosplay? Like,
Yeah.
go to sleep.
It's like my mom was like this. She really didn't get it. She was like, I don't understand why you're spending so much money on this like stupid thing, you know, like it's not bringing you out anything. It's just really stupid. You're wasting your life and your money on this. And I had no one to go with me to Fan Expo a few years back. And I was like, why don't you come with me? And it's going to be like a mother's daughter weekend trip.
That's adorable. I should do that with my mom.
And she came with me to Anime North. So we did, not Anime North, sorry, Fan Expo Canada in Toronto. And we did a road trip. And I was cosplaying Anastasia, like Princess from the movie.
Nice.
So I did her orphan outfit, and I was just walking around, and like the whole day, like I got stopped by little girls and like, I guess people that remember the movie also, they were just like, oh my God, I haven't seen this in so long. And by the end of the day, she just looks at me and she's like, I get it now.
Yeah.
She's like, I get what you do. And she's like, it's so crazy to see these people who are like liking what you do. And then she liked the con atmosphere. And now every year she's just like, so when are we going back? I really want to go back.
Oh, she wants to go
She wants to go back, yeah.
Well, well, well.
So it's really cool. So now she understands a bit more and she's a bit more comprehensive.
I
She knows
got my mom to accept to cosplay with me.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. So
Oh
like,
gosh, what is she gonna do? Well, what
like
are you
I'm
guys gonna
making her costume and like mine, and I'm like very excited, but I'm just like waiting to get like all the fabrics I want and all. I start like working on it like from time to time. I cut patterns and all. So like we're gonna do like Merida, and like she's gonna be like Merida's mother basically. So like I can't wait. It's gonna be like a princess and queen day at a con with my mom.
That is super cute.
Bring your parents to cons. Make them see what it is. Like
I will definitely go to cons with my
She's like
kids.
super excited. Like at first she was like, no, I don't want to like get in costumes, like makeup and all. And then she was like, I'm way too old for this. And then I convinced her, and now she's like, so when are you making the skirt of the dress? When are we buying this? Are you like starting soon for the wig? Should I order this one or this one?
Mom, your expectations, manage them.
it's like I kind of have
adorable,
like
Daddy, I know.
3 more cosplays that I'm working on, Mom, right now. Sorry, but yeah.
I think
Yeah,
my
Mom.
goal would be like to bring her on stage for a
Yes.
masquerade.
Next level.
Actually, do you know the Estrada sisters?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, they had cosplay. I remember
Yes.
3 years ago when the
Their
first
parents,
Star
yeah.
Wars came out. They brought their mom to the
That was
con.
really cute. Yeah, I remember.
And I mean, she even was in the hotel with us. She came to the pool with us. Like,
Really?
yeah.
That is so
Their
cool.
mom is like
Their
great.
parents are so great though. Like they're so helpful and everything. Like it's amazing.
Yeah, it's a different.
Supportive parents. That's like, that is cool. You know, they're supportive.
I'm wondering if it's like big enough, but I feel like it does the trick.
I think it would work because if you're adding wefts with the thing,
the
then
front.
it's to the front, then it's
It'll
gonna
be big. I just also don't want it to be too big.
Yeah, I don't want it to
I'm
be
super proud of this. I'm like, I don't know how this happened, but like it looks kind of like right now, but it actually, I think it's gonna turn out good.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
if you do the trick for like kind of like the lace.
The lace front,
Yeah, I
it'll
think it's
make
gonna-
a world of
yeah.
a difference. And then like this, I'm gonna cut this
Yeah.
and make like the bangs, or like make it, just pull it back a bit, and then slowly just like pull back, cut, pull back.
Cut,
Yeah.
cut, cut.
cut. It looks like pretty okay.
It looks really good. Look at
yeah,
that.
like I just kept thinking like Digimon. Digital monsters.
Digimon.
are the champions. Digimon, digital monsters, they are the champions.
It's cosplay from
Digimon, the original one, like first series.
15 minutes.
15 minutes, Jesus.
Like the first gen Digimon?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's so funny because like, it doesn't seem like my style of cosplay that I do, but Mimi is the one that I'm just like, I need that pink dress and that cowboy hat.
Yes, such
I'm
a
like,
cute aesthetic.
yes.
Like the character design is super adorable.
I know, they're
I
so
really
dorky. Like
it.
it's, what year was the first, like,
I was definitely
like
in
early
elementary.
2000s?
Yeah, I would say about that.
Something like that, I guess, but.
But honestly, I think the wigs, like I've seen someone do her and they did the full like high banged
Oh,
wig.
really?
And
Like
it's like Final Fantasy characters,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You could get like a normal wig and not
But-
be dramatic, but like without the spikes and the, you know, that aesthetic
Yeah.
of the Final Fantasy
What's
characters.
the fun of it?
What's the fun of it? If you can't be extra, what's the fun of it
I
sometimes?
mean, if you want to just do the basic version, like
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, yeah.
Like sometimes I'm just like, oh, fuck it, I'm just gonna.
Like some people likes it better. I'm like, yeah, go.
Yeah, it's all up to interpretation also, like.
And I
If
feel
you-
like sometimes like I put on a wig that is like super spiky, and like even though it's like perfectly styled, I'm like, ugh, on me.
You're like, no.
You don't like it?
Yeah, like on myself, sometimes I'm like, no, that style doesn't work well.
Like this does not suit me. You're
Yeah.
right, this does dry pretty fast because it's been the end of the stream, so it's been almost 2 hours. And like I squished it by accident and I was able to quickly put it back
nice.
because the shape actually held already. So that's great for me, but if someone wants to like maybe take more time to
Yeah.
form something,
I'm like slow at making like details with foam clay, so I'm always like, fuck, it's dried.
You're like, damn it.
That's okay.
I'm like, Liz. Liz is walking on a cane, guys. You are not pathetic. You
Dr.
are
Has.
our stream champion. Everyone, emotes in chat for Liz, who's literally here. The busted
Oh.
knee. Is it one knee or both knees?
Jeff is back.
My left ankle and my right knee.
Jeez.
Oh God.
But you did the good thing. Going to the emergency room would have done nothing.
I feel you. I fell down my stairs at home, and I felt like my foot fell that way. So, and I was like, I'm fine. It's just like a little like I'm fine, just a bit swollen, but I should be fine. And I got to work, and the more I was working, it was terrible.
You're like, I'm not fine.
I'm not fine.
Not fine.
And so that happened on like the Tuesday, and then on the Saturday, that's when my mom was like, "Your foot is black. We're going to the emergency. We're going to the ER. We're going now." So I got there and waited in line at the ER because Quebec. That was great. And finally saw a doctor who looks at my foot and she was like, "Yikes." He's like, "Didn't you feel like coming before?" And I was like, "I didn't think it was that great. Like it was that, you
Big
know,
of a
that was big
deal,
of a
like,
deal. It's
whoa.
fine." And he's just like, "You have like all your ligaments in your foot torn out. Like they were torn completely." So basically I had to walk with a cane for about, 10 weeks, I think? You saw me walking around with my cane?
Yeah, around 10 weeks.
Around
yeah, I
10
think
weeks.
so.
And even to this day, some movements I can't do properly because it still hurts. But yeah, it was great.
That CMV is gonna be hard.
They kept on calling me Dr. House because I was walking to work with my cane.
Hello, Hugh Laurie.
Yeah, so it's like Dr. House, that was my name.
Well,
For you.
that is, yeah.
It's like,
We'll call you Nurse Liz. Oh man. Okay, well the stream's gonna end soon, so I'll start my spiels now, so I make sure to like say everything before the time is up. So don't forget to follow our channel if this is the first time you guys are here. Beanduck Productions does just work on donations, subscriptions. So all these lovely people who help us with our streams all the time. We would love to also maybe grow our channel and try to get, you know, other cosplayers out and compensate cosplayers if possible, if we can do that. So if you guys subscribe, it helps us a lot. It helps
Check
us
them
run our
out.
channel. And also don't forget to follow. If you can't subscribe, if, you know, money's tight, we understand. There's no, you know, need to.
We're
feel
cosplayers.
forced.
We understand.
Oh, trust. Like,
We get it.
I will go through the spiel, but
We get
I
it,
understand. So that being said, don't forget to follow. You're one click away. The purple heart right there. Please support us in any way you can. Or check out our Instagram as well. Follow us. Check out our other shows too. So we have other shows on our Beanduck channel. Hell yeah, I'm staying here for you guys. Yes! We appreciate it. That being said, Monday, full party at 6 p.m. 7 p.m. Don't show up at 6. There will be nothing. But at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Monday, you'll get a squad of lovely people, including Liz. Will you be there with your cane? Will your cane be frozen? It might be. So tune in on Monday at 7 p.m. for full party. And then on Tuesday at 6 p.m. we have Julian on playing some video games on friend request. And right after him, there's Eric Cohen at 9 p.m. I'm not sure who his guest will be, but he's had some fantastic guests recently. Check out his video interviewing Jesse Eisenberg. I almost said Eisenhower. Wrong guy. Different actor. And I found out why he was in town. He was in town for Fantasia, one of his movies,
nice.
Vivarium, premiered. I didn't get to see it because I realized the day of it was airing. Hooray! But it looks really, really good. So check out that movie and check out the interview with Eric Cohen and Jesse Eisenberg. And then on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have Cosplay Kid. This amazing show with lovely local cosplayers from Montreal and sometimes other places. If you guys want to be a part of our show and you want to be a guest, just like DM us on Twitter, on Twitch, on Instagram, DM me. Just let us know. We're open to having guests. We're gonna be taking a little 2-week little summer break at the end of August. But till then, we're gonna be looking for cosplayers in the area. So if you're from Montreal or Ontario and you're gonna be in town on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, let us know, because we always are looking for fantastic people to come onto the show. So that being said, I think that's my spiel. We still have a bit of time, so I'm glad I got that all out of the way. It's like,
Thank you. I'm getting really good at this.
whoo, next week it'll all go.
I'll be like, what time is full party at again?
Literally. How many weeks are we at now? 20?
For a full party or is that?
No, just in general, like Beanduck weeks.
About 20, yeah.
20, 21, 22 kind of thing. I was like, oh my gosh, all that time passed. Oh, and it's funny because like when I contact guests now,
Yeah.
they're like, okay, so do you craft on the show or do you not? Because I watched some of the beginning streams and you guys don't craft, and then I'm watching these ones and you guys are crafting. Like, what's going on? What do I bring? And I'm like, honestly, like,
Just anything you want.
whatever makes you comfortable. I call it like keeping your hands busy while we're here. Like, I'm not like, okay, you're coming to Cosplay Cave, we're gonna make an entire chess piece, or like bring a bracer and I want you to finish it by the end of the stream. I want you to walk the viewers through the entire step-by-step process. That could be something we do, but a lot of
in 2 hours.
not in 2 hours, and
hours.
not when we're like talking about
Yeah.
our cosplay lives. And I feel like so many individual cosplayers, like Nibu Cosplay, who
Yeah.
comes on our stream often, who we interviewed at Montreal Comic Con, she does that. She'll literally like craft an entire thing on stream.
Jeez.
If you guys
That's
know,
awesome.
my friend Taylor, Rolietta's Taylor, when she con crunches, she'll like actually craft and paint on stream, and you'll see the process. But yeah,
It's actually helpful.
It
like, I think I
is.
will watch them and be like, oh, so that's how they do it. And
Yeah.
it's like,
It's super helpful, yeah.
but we don't have the time to go through the entire process. So I'm like, we
No.
might as well like do random things and talk about it. Try to.
It's nice, like it's a cosplay meetup that people can join from everywhere and just hear us like complain, talk, just enjoy like the cosplay life, and we're all like just
Just chilling, just figuring out what we're all still doing here. I don't think I'm ever gonna stop cosplaying though. Like I know I'm getting older and I'm doing it less and less, but I don't think I'll ever stop going to conventions and stop wanting to.
But
wear
there's like
costumes.
old characters that I would like to do, but I don't feel like I want to make prosthetics. So I'm like, when I get older, I can make them though.
Yeah, because it's like
That is
something
true.
you can like. You'll have more.
Yeah.
Like one thing that's helped me a lot. Now I have a full-time job. I have more money to buy better quality stuff.
Yeah.
She says when she buys a cheap ass wig. Don't forget to use our code ARTOBEAN on AutoWigs Canada website for $10 off your $50 purchase. You know, like this person with a full-time job can't do. I'm just kidding. I use my full-time job money to buy this foam clay. Okay, guys?
Okay.
Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
I don't have like the time, but I have the money, I guess.
Yeah, okay, there you go. It's a give and take relationship with cosplay at this point, man. You just gotta weigh your options. And sometimes the challenge of working with poopy materials is fun. And I like to recycle and reuse, so everything I have at home already, I try to use it.
Yeah, sometimes you're like, oh, I'm doing this costume. And you're like, wait, I think I bought fabric like 5 years ago that could literally work for this.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did.
Like before I would like be completely like against that like recycling idea. But like now I'm like, I'm poor. I'm just gonna check if I have something.
That could
There you
work
go.
for
Or go
this.
to, honestly, like Village de Valeur, like Value Village, or like
Yeah.
secondhand stores. Like I found so much stuff there, and I don't feel bad tearing that stuff apart
No.
at all.
That's
I mean,
true.
I already do it for normal life too. I'm like, I really want like a jean jacket that looks like this, and I can't find it in a store. I'll just like make it.
You're like, might as well. Well,
Yeah.
sometimes like, you know, brands have their own, we're not all model shaped, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the best thing to do sometimes is just make your own. Because
Yeah.
you're like, well,
And
says as I wear this very old Levi jacket that I stole from
I
my
was
dad.
literally looking at your jean jacket, like, where did she get this? I've been looking for one at like Value Village for the past like over a month now, and I can't find any, but it's because everybody bought them, right?
Yeah.
Like they're in season, like everyone's
I
wearing them
literally was going through like our closet at home, and then my dad was like, I found this jacket at the bottom of the closet, just been shoved there. I'm pretty sure it's from the 90s, the 80s, like it's just been worn to death.
Everything my mom was wearing in the 80s, I can
feel
like,
like-
use for now.
Yeah.
And,
Jewelry
like,
too is a
thank
big
you.
thing for me.
Literally, my like the Anastasia version that I did, her orphan version, this grain coat that she wears. Literally, my mom had the exact perfect coat, and I stole it from her.
You were like, I'm just gonna take this for a coat.
I'm like, are you still wearing this? She's like, oh, I didn't even know I had this. I was like, perfect, it's mine
Awesome.
now. Thank you. It's
I'm
like,
sure I have one in
you'll
like my
never
closet.
see it again. Good.
But like that's the best part. Like my mom too would keep her jewelry and
Yes.
stuff. Like, and it's always either come to use because fashion comes back around
Yeah,
and trends come back
always.
around, or cosplay. So it always works. Recycle and reuse everything you have.
Yeah.
Think about stuff before you buy. There's always a smart way to do things, and that's what
Especially
we're here to do.
if you're on a
Look,
short budget.
look at this. Look, it
It's
all
getting
comes
there.
together. Let's see once I use the fabric glue to actually make this like a little more lace front.
Tune in on the next episode to see.
Oh wait, Jeff, say bye to the stream. Bye guys, thank you so much. Don't forget to follow, and subscribe, and smash, smash that follow button. Smash it, and don't forget to subscribe. And also check out our YouTube channel. We post all these amazing videos afterwards. It went on my glasses. I don't know.
I was trying to be friendly.
It attacked me. The CIA attacked me. I'm so
They were
sorry.
like, enough.
Nice
You know
work,
too much.
Jeff. I'm so sorry, Mongani, Mokomo, anybody who's in this stream, anybody on YouTube who is probably gonna watch this afterwards or not really. I'm so sorry. Welcome to Cosplay Cave. Welcome back to Cosplay Cave. Goodbye from Cosplay Cave from our lovely guests. Where can our viewers find you?
Basically on Instagram for me.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram, Tumblr,
Ooh.
Twitter.
And what are your handles? Do they change? On
It's always Czechmate Cosplay. You can find me. We're starting a YouTube channel.
Yes.
It's we have skits. We have little like moments from like conventions. So check out our Instagrams. We're gonna post some links very soon about that. So if you enjoy My Hero Academia and all kind of stuff, we have like funny skits and all stuff like that that you can watch and have fun with us.
Oh wait. And your handle as well?
Yes, it's Bloodyhoshi, and basically I only have Instagram for now, so it's not hard to find me.
There we go. Thank you guys so much for being
Thank you for
here.
having
Thank you for having
us. It was
us.
super
And
fun.
we'll be back next week. And
Watch
good
it.
night, Bokumo. Good night. See you at Otakuton.
So-
Bye.